Abusia and they the Okudzeto Parliament. I just say why Pisoni and said the minority and then was red and black and they call Parliament House to register their displeasure about the suspension of Speaker suspended 4 MPs. No, so be there. Yakaya class ya course no that day no na Kwabena Mita Kando, Minister Designate for Health and Affairs, Minister Designate for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa. Na ye 110 I say what veto one ajuno and as a confusion in abaya ebusia went me veto one. Na we na eba asa no minority I said ya wo fi ho. Na no achi no na suspension. Speaker Adeba said he has suspended 4 members from that committee. Osusu say they engage in that chaos SC appointment committee. Na busia and then Parliament Speaker revoke suspension order to 4 MPs in no a good news. Then I see about the status of nominees have they been approved unanimously? And I say they have to vote on some of them. Ebusia yabeko sansem no into details. Majority leader Honorable Mahama Yariga Wakasa then okay. Sa na Honorable Afenyo Markin Akasa Afenyo no the chairman of the appointment committee, Honorable Bernard Hiafo, so Akasa, Speaker of Parliament, Akasa, then our and what is the fate of Sami? What is the fate of Okudzeto Ablakwa and Sam George? You may call Sansemi to this now, Sam. Make sure say unsubscribe to this channel, but when else subscribe, and I so turn it on the notification bell for latest update. And then we never copy of Parliament minority when you bring as a red at the other board. Na no you majority leader Epa Emma Nina Speaker 18 was supreme now. 4 MPs no suspending on or the Achoma. He has allowed them to take part in the parliamentary business with immediate effect. The Busuya na was starting the proceedings for the day. And I say some of the nominees that will go through vetting, they need to be approved officially before they commence their job as ministers in their various ministries. Now the minority leader, Honorable Alexander Kwamina Markins, also a ranking member on the appointment committee chair, said, with 2 of the nominees, they have to do secret ballot for their approval on the floor of Parliament. Nebusia, Sani Peyi Nyobia say, Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, Aban President Mahama Yini say, Uncle Foreign Affairs Minister, Okahu, and Affairs Uninia Samuel Nate George, or MP for the Go Pram Pram, or also Minister for Communications. Abusia, Sani Patuina, Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin Chemu said, Obia, only problem with Obia approval. Nemo, Sani Patu, they promised that they were going to bring some documents, and for that matter, because of that, they need to be voted for secretly on the floor. And yes, be unanimous, no, approval, but they have to vote for them. No, the majority leader, Honorable Mahama Yariga Chemu said, no, he's not going to allow that to happen. Abusia, and it was a clash between majority leader and minority leader. Nebusia, Yentien Sama, Honorable Mahama Yariga, or majority leader, a kind.
I tried to explain to them that I was in this chamber when you communicated to this house, and you did not say that the appointment committee should cease to exist, and therefore you were calling for an urgent meeting to reconstitute the appointments committee. They persisted in their understanding of what you were purported to have done. And they left the sitting of the appointments committee. The committee continued working. And the committee considered all nominees. And at the end of the consideration of all nominees, the committee decided to put the question on each and every one of the nominees before the cameras. Normally we do it in camera. But on this occasion, in order to be very transparent and accountable, the chairman of the committee decided to put the question before the journalists. And the journalists captured the entire exercise. And no nominee had his or her approval subjected to the provision of any document. So if after you have left the committee, and the committee has already taken a decision to approve all of them by consensus, you will come and say that you don't agree and they must submit some documents. I will not accept that. So you can come to the chamber and you can say whatever you want to say, But I am standing my grounds, and every single one of those nominees will be approved by consensus in this chamber. I communicated that to my brother on the other side. So we agreed that he should come and say whatever he will say, and I will have my say. So, Mr. Speaker, we are going to take the report, Mr. Speaker, subject to you granting us leave to vary the order of business. And he can debate the report, but the reports say that the committee approved them by consensus. So no two members, no two nominees are going to be taken out of the report.
And it's a shout saying some now honorable Mama Yaraga Kaina. And what's in Honorable Bernard Anyafo, our first deputy speaker of parliament, also double as the chairman of the appointed committee to come and say no. Yet also a kind about the nominations. Honorable Afenyo Markin said they have to vote on two of them. Okudzeto Ablakwa and Sam George.
Chairman of the Appointments Committee.
Right, Honorable Speaker. The draft report has been given to us since Friday. Right, Honorable Speaker, this morning I reached out to the minority leader regarding his concerns about the report. Right, Honorable Speaker, the concerns raised was that one of the nominees promised to bring some documents. And Right, Honorable Speaker, the document has since been delivered. Right, Honorable Speaker, based on the delivery of the document, I have proceeded to sign the report in the absence of any other information from the minority leader. So, Right, Honorable Speaker,
Did you make the documents available to the minority leader?
Yes.
He has copies?
Yes.
Minority leader, is that the case?
The Musians answer me, Honorable Bernard Anyafo Kaino, and Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin, and so Chairman said no. He is not there to frustrate any government business. They are all there to help parliamentary business to thrive. And for that matter, Onya Dibia ebe sabotage and ebe affect the progress of the government. And for that matter, on the issue of Okudzeto and Sam George, one nomination, they are not going to allow any unanimous acceptance for them, but they have to vote secretly to approve them. Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin of the minority caucus also kind on the Okudzeto and Sam George issue.
Mr. Speaker, we can only make progress if we act in good faith. I shall repeat my side. Me as a leader would not obstruct government business. Never. I've been in government before. I know how difficult it is to run a government. I've been a leader, and I know. But the only pathway to success is to act in good faith. Mr. Speaker, since the chair has spoken for the records and for Hansard, let me respond to him appropriately to the best of my knowledge. Mr. Speaker, yesterday night, and because of the happenings, the person who received the document, signed, the draft report got to my office, it was signed. I invited our clerk, and I have my text messages as evidence. I invited her to come so that together we can sit and discuss the issues. Mr. Speaker, may the backbenchers and the young ones in appreciate the spirit of the House this afternoon. It is government business. If you think you can be making noise, your government business will delay. Whilst you await your nomination, make the noise for recognition. That is why you've not been nominated yet. Those who don't make noise have been nominated. Mr. Speaker, those who don't make noise have been nominated.
Honorable Majority Leader, address me.
Mr. Speaker, yes. Mr. Speaker, yes. That is your role, to make noise. Go ahead. Mr. Speaker, I invited the clerk to come for us this morning. Unfortunately, I received a call from another officer that the clerk was unable to come because she has to meet with you. So another officer came, called Madam Ekua Drua. I know her in this house. She came with another gentleman, and we went through, because I have records of all the documents that the nominees had indicated they were going to provide to us. So we went through. One nominee has provided some of the documents. The rest are yet to. So we went through the records and they took note that they were going to follow up. The other nominee has not provided a single document that he himself promised to provide to us. So I even suggested to them that in view of that, we can take those nominees who don't have any issue at all, so that those we are waiting the documentation, when those documents come, we'll deal with it. Just on the corridors, they assured me that they were chasing for those documents. My respected colleague engaged me and indicated that whilst we wait for those documents, we could proceed. I told him that I do not have any problem with assurance that those documents will come, because these are nominees who are spoken on record that they were going to provide the document. It's been days after the vetting. If they said they had it, why are they not bringing those documents? So, Mr. Speaker, for my respected colleague, the chair of the committee, to spring a surprise, these are some of the frustrations we go through. And Mr. Speaker, I speak on my 5 points of fellowship. I am not acting in bad faith. In all truthfulness, I am not aware that the report has been signed. And we all know that before the chair signs, the clerk will sign. If indeed the engagement with me this morning, where we agreed that they were going to get those documents, is any engagement to go by, then how would it be that the clerk would sign with the chair, knowing that they brought me a draft report? Mr. Speaker, I would want to plead with my colleagues. Let us spend more time to Jojo. I will not frustrate you. It is your government. You must form the government. Mr. Speaker, I can only constructively criticize you after you form your government. I do not have any business holding you back. I want that to be on record. But the approach, Mr. Speaker, is not the best. The approach is not the best. If he still wants to proceed, Mr. Speaker, in spite of all I have said, I would not mind. Of the nominees, we have only 2 issues. We are voting, we are taking you through a secret ballot on 2 nominees. And I've indicated to you, the Honorable Sam George and Honorable Ablakwa. All the others, can I finish? Can I finish? All the others, by consensus, we don't have a problem. However, those documents that they promised bringing to us must be available. That is the only condition. I don't have any other problem.
And we say, we say, senior chale. Whether they are going to vote or not, no, I'm ready Krabiana eventually. Stay tuned on this issue for all the updates as it comes. Whether Okudzeto and Sam George are going to be voted for on the floor of Parliament for their approval or not, no, we shall update you on this channel. On subscribe, I make sure say subscribe to Umsika TV on YouTube, thankfully on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We at Umsika TV. Share what video in the comment section. Share video na for so enye bi ehwe eyam somfo nana apia medamo ase. Bye bye.